happens in the theatre, and this happens quite near the beginning of the movie, is that an actor-manager and his company are portraying on the stage one of the adventures of Baron Munchausen. And the old Baron Munchausen, as you see me now, the 80-year-old, breaks into the theatre and stops the performance, telling them this is not the way it was, and getting up on the stage and telling the audience, I will now show you the way it was, and proceeds to take the audience into quite a number of fantastic adventures.
Who is this fantastic character? Does he have any depth other than lying, you think?
Yes, I think he does. You have to understand that I didn't know anything about the stories before I was offered this script, and I hadn't seen the German movie that was made, so I knew absolutely nothing about him. But I find that he does have some depth, yes, as well as being a liar.
Who is he?
I think he's perhaps all of our fantasies. It's like a Walter Mitty kind of thing. We all fantasize about what we would like to be. Sometimes one fantasizes that one would like to be able to dance like Fred Astaire, for instance. I know I do. And those kind of fantasies are with us all the time, I think. And this movie embraces those, and I think this movie is unique for this time in that it embraces those fantasies and caters for an age group of audience that goes, instead of what we've had recently, the age group of 14 to 20, the age group of, say, 14 to 80.
Why did you get the idea to make von Munchausen? What was that attracted you?
I mean, the first time I was aware of Munchausen was when I saw a photograph of the 1962 Czechoslovakian film, a Karel Zeman film, and it was a mixture of live action and animation. And this was incredible looking, and the character himself is fantastic. And the fact that here's a man who is the biggest liar in the world and yet insists on the absolute accuracy of his stories, and anybody who distorts his stories in any way is a blackguard because they're bringing into doubt his credibility. It's a man, if you can lie that boldly, there's something good about that. I also just like the idea that a lie well told may be closer to the truth than what most people think is the truth.
Because he's a rather dull and serious person, isn't he?
Not the way we're doing it.
How are you doing it?
Well, he begins as a very old man wanting to die because nobody believes in his stories anymore, and he gets involved with an 8-year-old girl, and she resuscitates him, and off he goes again. I've put him in the end of the 18th century, in the age of reason, and I thought a man like that is not a reasonable man, and it was a good counterpart to the so-called age of reason.
Somebody has written in your press material that this is the third film in some sort of a trilogy between Brazil and Time Bandits. How come?
Now, if Time Bandits is a story about a boy who fantasizes, Brazil is about a man who fantasizes, and Munchausen is about an old man who lives his fantasies. And there's a development there that I found intriguing. I think I just say it. And Munchausen is about an old man who lives his fantasies, and there's a development there that I found intriguing.